Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are all having a great day. You know, in the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 2, it talks about being sure that you treat people respectfully. And I don't know the exact quote, but it talks about making sure that you treat people with respect, because you never know if there's an angel that's going to cross your path. Nowadays, I think people believe in God to some degree, but I don't think that they think he's going to come back in their lifetime. There's a comet that is going to be hitting the sun, I believe, on April 4th. And in the book of Revelation, it talks about when the Lord comes through the clouds, that he'll be on a white horse, and there'll be an angel in the sun. Well, comets are angels. If you look in the Bible, the celestial body are all angels. So if there's going to be a comet hitting the sun or doing a perihelion around the sun, it's going to get really close to the sun. What if that is an angel? Does that mean that the Lord's coming back? Because there is a whole spiritual meaning of a white horse, someone who is speaking truth, someone who rises above the darkness, somebody who brings a light to the sins of the world. And there's a lot of us here, a lot of us. When people think of angels, they think of people who are kind and considerate and loving and caring. And that is very true, we are. But what people don't expect is that we have the ability to defend ourselves, and we do. Because if an angel defends themselves and they raise their voice, all of a sudden the world says, oh, no, you're not an angel, because look at how you responded to me when I was doing all of this to you. Well, that's not true. Even God says that wrath will come from him, and he's all loving. There's a reason why Jesus was not born the son of a king on earth. He was born the son of God, but he was not born the son of a mortal king. And the reason why is because he wanted to test man's hearts. He wanted to see who was going to believe in him without having all the riches, without having all the glory, without having the army of soldiers defending him. And look at what happened to him. People mocked him. People didn't believe him. People didn't trust him. And he was killed for it. He was killed so that we could rise above the sins of this world. Rise above committing evil towards one another. Have you ever seen the movie Undercover Boss? Or, what was the other one? Had a Secret Shopper? Or been in an environment, retail or restaurant, where secret shoppers came in all the time. They would test the employees. Undercover Boss, that's a show that was on national TV, where the owners of the company would go into their own business to see how the employees behaved. And they would find out a lot of things. What makes people think God's not doing that now? What makes people think that Jesus isn't already here? What, because he didn't come in on a white horse? If somebody is coming at you trying to speak the truth to you, you better listen. Because it's going to be soon, and probably in our lifetime, that at some point we're going to have to be accountable for what we say, what we do, and how we treat others. When we are no longer accountable for the way we behave, and we find it acceptable to treat people with disrespect, say unkind things, and completely turn our backs on the people who have committed themselves to us, we run the risk of being under God's wrath. I've never considered myself to be above anybody, ever, not ever. I am, as far as I'm concerned, I am low man on the totem pole. Trust me. But I believe in God. And I give him credit for everything he's ever done in my life. 100%. I don't take credit for anything that was beyond my control. And I also give God the credit for the steps that he gives me to be able to do the things that I can do, because he gives me the breath in my lungs. He gives me the morning to start my day. He gives me the evening to go to sleep at night. And I think that if we are going to help each other rise above the darkness in this world, we need to first take accountability for our own behavior, and we need to stop blaming others for making us do the things that we do, and realize we do them out of choice. Everybody has a choice in this world. What's yours? Please like and subscribe. Have a great day, guys. Bye.